place is beyond help. It was spooky and lonely before everything that happened, and now... Why do you think Yumi got out of this place as soon as she could? People come because they've heard it's haunted. They come here to be scared, and even they can't take it. I'm sorry, Nancy. There's nothing you can do here. Help yourself and find somewhere safer to stay.
Nancy-san, today we learn Chado, the tea ceremony.
Tea ceremony?
It is much more than making tea. It is the perfect exercise of balance and courteous friendship. Many spend their lives perfecting the ceremony, but today I will simply be teaching you the basics.
Sounds great.
The tea ceremony is foremost a gift. You are preparing a very special visit for friends and preparing to make certain every detail is perfect. Now there is a lot to learn. Be ready. I'll be asking you questions once I've finished. Let us begin. This is called the furo. Here we have the chasen, or tea whisk. Here is the chakin, the tea cloth. This is called the kensui. This bamboo ladle is called a hishaku. You place the teapot cover on the futaoki. This is the chawan, or tea bowl. The tea scoop is called the chasaku. This is the tea container. It is called the natsume. Each object has its proper place in the ceremony. You must place each item where it belongs. Well done, Nancy-san. Wonderful, Nancy-san. Absolutely wonderful. I would be honored to be invited to take tea with you.
Thanks. What was that just a minute ago?
What do you mean?
I saw something.
It was the wind, the power lines, and shadows. This is nothing to worry about.
We fixed the portrait. I think it's back up in the lobby.
It is, yes.
Rentaro tells me that it's very important to you.
Yes, it is very important to all of us.
Why were you so upset when it fell?
You would be upset if something you love broke.
There was more to it than that.
No, that was all.
Can you tell me a little about Kasumi?
She would have been quite fond of you.
Why's that?
She always loved people who think for themselves, and she loved stubbornness.
Hey!
That is not always a bad quality, Nancy-san. Kasumi herself is very stubborn, was very stubborn. But it made her the most beloved of the children in her school when she was young. She could never stand to see injustice done to others. It made me very proud of her, but that also has its bad side.
How so?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't bore you. You must not worry about these things, Nancy-san.
What happened the night Kasumi died?
It is not always good to be so curious, Nancy-san.
Do you remember when Savannah Woodham visited?
I don't recognize the name.
She's the one who wrote about the ryokan.
I said I do not know who she is.
Have you been to Yumi's bento stand?
No.
Why not?
I taught her how to cook for many years. I should not have to sit on the train to try her bento.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Come again.
That Yurei comic looks interesting. I should check it out. I'd like to see what the comic has to say about hauntings. Recording the site of a haunting might actually be a really good idea. I should look into that. Ugh, creepy. I don't think I need to keep this one.
Logan speaking. Is this Nancy?
Again?
Oh, that. Don't take that personally. I'm an assistant. My job mostly consists of hanging up on people. That and remembering birthdays. I met your friend Bess, and this is probably awkward, but I know we haven't gotten off to the best start. But I'm really not a bad guy, and she's really cute. And maybe you could help a dude out?
All right. What?
Well, she said she's going to be hanging around the expo, and maybe you could, tell me about what she likes, or maybe give me some idea of what I might say to fill the awkward pauses. You may have noticed, but for the last while I've been with Savannah, most of my conversations have been about 10 seconds long, and they usually end up with me hanging up on someone, and I don't think that's going to cut it.
Oh, I see.
Do you think you could help?
Well, I was talking to her, and she really wants a copy of Savannah's book.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll do it. And Nancy, I'm sorry I hung up on you.
That's okay.
And Nancy, I might have to do it again. But should that happen, it's just business.
Bye, Logan.
Logan here.
Were you able to find a copy of the book?
I did. But before I send it, I need to ask you another favor. I want to get Bess a present. She said she was looking for the perfect outfit. I think that'd be a great gift, but I have no clue what to do in a clothing store. I sort of just freeze at the sight of hangers. I think it's genetic.
I'll see what I can do. I know of a program that might be just the thing.
Great, thanks.
I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Someone's been in here. It looks like whoever left those footprints walked right through the wall.
Hey,
Miwako seems a little frustrated lately.
why wouldn't she be? The way guests have been filing out. But maybe she'll finally come to her senses and move to the city with me.
I saw some more guests just leave. They seemed pretty spooked.
Yeah, those poor people.
What happened?
Who knows? They were too upset to make any sense. But I took care of their room after they left. I admit, it was a little spooky. Everything was torn up, like someone had taken the whole ryokan and given it a shake. And the shoji had turned this dark ash color. Something weird happened in there.
When did the ryokan get a reputation for being haunted?
A few summers back, we were fully packed that night. It was festival time. There was this terrible scream coming from the baths. Next thing I know, the paramedics were there. This woman had seen something. She went into shock.
What had she seen?
She never said. A lot of people asked, trust me. But whatever she saw, or thought she saw, everyone else wanted to see it too. People started coming and pretending they could sense spirits or whatever. But a few of them...
What?
Nothing. Never mind. It's nothing.
How are things going between you and Miwako right now?
You know how in the romantic movies the couple is only really happy together for like a minute at the very end?
I guess so.
That's sort of how our relationship is. Except the movie restarts every week. Honestly, it gets a little tiring sometimes.
I'll let you get back to work.
Bye!
Hello.
It seems like you and Rentaro were pretty close.
Yes, we grew up together. I have a few memories before Rentaro, but not many.
How long have you two been dating?
I don't even know. A long time.
You sound a little frustrated.
Sometimes it's hard not to be with Rentaro.
What do you mean?
Never mind. I shouldn't be bothering you with this.
It's not a bother.
It's just that when he gets it in his mind that he wants something, there's just no stopping him. He's been pressuring me to leave here.
Why is that?
He keeps saying it'll be good for me, but really, he's just being selfish. I think. I really don't know. He can be so sweet sometimes, and other times it's like there's only him in the world.
I know what happened to your mother.
I told you to...
It was an accident. I think you, all of you, blame yourselves.
It wasn't an accident. But since you won't let it drop, you want to know why we all blame ourselves, Nancy?
Why?
Because we were all here. We were all here that night, and not one of us helped her. We all just let her die alone.
But you didn't know.
Leave me alone, Nancy.
Nancy, I got the picture you sent. I'm going to take it to that boutique she mentioned and let them do whatever it is they do.
Good. So you'll be sending the book?
Yeah, I was thinking I'd give it to Bess, like, hey, here's that book you want, and since I'm here, let's get dinner, and I got you a present.
Whatever works. But the sooner I get that book, the better. I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Nancy, how's it going?
Takai is really difficult to talk to sometimes. I think she might be hiding something.
From what Yumi says, Takai may be a lot less sweet than she seems.
How so?
Yumi didn't really say, but I get the sense that she thinks Takai might be behind the hauntings. She told me that Takai never believed in the supernatural until recently, which seems a little suspicious to me.
There were watery footprints in my room that led straight into a wall.
Why are you still there? You've lost your mind. You know how in the scary movies you always want to yell, "Don't go in that door," but they never can hear you?
Yeah?
Well, you can hear me, so don't go in that door. Call this mystery a wash and come stay at our hotel, which has a nice ghost-free view and a ghost-free pool and tiny, overpriced ghost-free packets of peanuts.
That's a nice offer, but I think I'm getting close to figuring out what's going on here.
Since you won't listen to reason, you're going to have to listen to George on this one.
Thanks a lot, Bess. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue about what to do with this one. But Nancy, whatever's going on out there, be careful.
I will, promise. I had another strange run-in with a ghost here.
What happened this time?
I was in the hallway, and one by one the doors started to slam, and I heard the sound of water dripping.
Creepy. Just thinking about that, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Not sure how you do it.
It is a little creepy, I'll admit that. I just need to figure out how someone could do it.
Good call. It could be pretty easily automated, I think.
I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
That wasn't read before. Better call it a night.